It's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot, woot. Hi, everyone. This is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you're joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. It is the 27th of July, and we have so much to talk about today. I have Frank behind the computer over there, so he's able to change our camera views, and he's also able to help us out by grabbing things I didn't grab along the way and all the good stuff. So let me know if you have any questions along the way, and I'll do my best to answer them. If I do miss them, remember that I will go back after the show and check the comments to be able to check all of your concerns. As always, make sure to like, comment, and share this video broadcast if you enjoy watching it and you want more people to be able to share in the fun. So even if you can't watch it live, we love, love, love being able to have you tune in every single week to see what is new and exciting. So I have a quilt behind me today, and that is our quilt of the month. So our quilt of the month here, our 12-pack quilt of the month, is Sparkle, and we shared it last week. So last week, if you didn't catch it, we had done a recorded video that we did as a live stream, and that is available to rewatch on our YouTube channel. If you come in or order online, we give you a complimentary pattern that uses 12 fat quarters and some background, and this is the quilt that we have featured for this month. Well, we actually just shared it with you last week, so it is a summer 12-pack quilt. It is time for us to share with you the bundle of the week. I still need to grab that sound effect to be able to share that with you, the bundle of the week. That'd be lots of fun. So here we have 12 amazing fabrics. These are from the fabric line Creativity Glows, and you'll sense throughout the whole night how glow is one of our themes. So we have some beautiful fabrics here. Oftentimes I like to leave lights out, but I thought that this was just a super fun pack to do all sorts of great things with. So you have some black, some blue, some green, some red and orange, and then some multicolored on white. And one of the fun little pieces here, if you haven't seen it, on the little squiggles here, there are words. And you know me, I love my words. So that is You Are Loved, and it is super fun. So with our bundles of the week, they are limited edition. They are curated by Patchworks, regularly $39, but they are $24.99. What? Until they're gone. So we always have a section on the front page of our website for those different ones. And let me share with you the Creativity Joy bundle, the Creativity Glows bundle of the week that we have available for you. Super, super fun. All right, but if that's not it, we have a bonus bundle this month. Woo! So we like to just have all sorts of fun here, and it's just crazy time. I thought we should add a second one. So our second one, let me add the caption for that, is a Tim Holtz. It's a Tim Holtz bundle. We only have 4 of them available, so you want to scoop this up. This is a super good deal. Let me share that code with you for that one, and then we'll share the fabric with you. So this one works with anything. It's a great basic. Love it, and I know you will love it too. Okay. So I'm not seeing any comments in the screen. I'm not sure if it is my program or if everyone's being quiet today, but I'm so happy that you're watching with us. Frank, let's look overhead here at our bonus bundle of the week. Oh, look at this. Aren't these great? These are really great basics. So they are ongoing continuing basics. We had done up this bundle a little bit ago and we had a few left, and I thought, you know what? Why not offer it to you as a bundle of the week? Because, well, you guys are awesome, and I just want to give you an extra special treat. So that is the extra special bonus bundle of the week, regularly $39, and it is $24.99 while supplies last. Phew! Also on that page, you'll find that there are a variety of previous bundles available, including our Tula Pink bundle that I shared with you last week. I can't believe we have any of these left. They are super awesome. They include some true colors as well as some out of print fun fabrics. So you'll want to scoop these up for $24.99 as well while those last. All right. Heidi's been busy working on some really fun stuff for you. And the first thing that I wanted to show you is a project that she started making with the Forest Frolic from Robin Pickens. So we shared that we just got in the Forest Frolic last week. It is so gorgeous. It has that autumnal feeling to it. I like saying that word, autumnal. It also has 2 Moki linens that go with that line so that you can do fun bags or coats or other home dec items with it. You can also use them in your quilts just fine. And there are some other projects that you can make with them. We actually kitted up one of the projects as we're still waiting on those patterns, but we have this really fun project that is available. Let me share here the link for Forest Frolic, and then I'll share the really fun project that she started working on. So Traveling Leaves is a fun little project here. It's 20 by 20. And we did it up here. It's going to, I think we're just going to finish it as a little wall hanging. You could do it as a table topper. You could do it as a pillow. This would be a 20-inch pillow. So pretty ample to go on the front of your couch or such. You could also make several of them and make it as a table runner. Ooh. So you'll need a little bit of background and then some mini charms. So we haven't been getting a lot of mini charms, but there have been some collections recently that we have picked them up because Moda has shared some really fun little projects to go along with them. So there's this little project sheet pattern here that's $4, and then you have the little mini charm. You will need 3/8 of a yard of the background color and then a 1/4 yard of the thatched caramel. So the caramel would be your accent, and then this one here, you'd need that 3/8 of a yard. If you're buying it online, you'd want to go ahead and just get a 1/2 of a yard. You can always use the rest of it for binding or such. As I said, we've been playing along with some other mini charm things, so I just want to remind you of another project that we recently shared with you. You know, it's so beautiful outside. It seems so early to be talking about fall things and Christmas things. So I'm just going to keep your mind like kind of percolating so that when you're starting to work on these things, in September, you can remember all the amazing things we started talking about. So this one here, this is the Lella Boutique Giving Season pattern that we had finished as a pillow. This could also be a table topper, and it used the Christmas Eve mini charm that we do have in stock as well. And that pattern is a fun little project sheet, which is $4. All right, lots of fun stuff. So what else do I have coming up next? Well, I just wanted to remind you that we have been processing all of the orders for Tula Pink's latest line, Nightshade Deja Vu. So we have been busy cutting kits for those, and we are just about ready caught up. A lot of you have received phone calls that your custom kits are already cut. If you had seen something out there in the World Wide Web that you had wanted us to kit for you, always make sure to just let us know, because we'd be more than happy to do that. We are out of stock on some of the basics that go with it. However, we have plenty of all the beautiful focus fabrics. So, and that is the beautiful fabric that has that magenta look to it. So, and one of my favorite prints that came with it is the Spider Blossom. Ooh, super vibrant and super fun. Next up, let's take a peek at some new fabric that just came in this week, because, you know, we just keep getting new fabric all the time. And for that new fabric that just came in, let me share that with you. It is Winter Glow by Ruby Starr. And, you know, this particular fabric isn't Christmassy per se, but it has some interesting winter elements. So, Frank, let's take a peek overhead and let's see what we have. So, this print here, clearly wintry, okay? So we have skiers, and we don't often have skiing people on fabric. So I love that. And then we have a white on cream snowflake. I think you can see that here. Background texture, some cross-stitching texture. See it? It even kind of goes with my shirt here. Ooh, it's like I planned it. Some mustards into some tangerine. What do you think this color is called, Frank? Is it a tangerine? Is it a clementine? Is it a rust? What do you think? Frank always has all the right names of the colors that we're using, right, Frank? Always. Cheddar. No, I think that's more of a cheddar. Then we have more people, but that was an excellent try. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm just saying it's not cheddar. He's going to say, why did you ask me? So, beautiful fabrics here. And then we're going to look at some of the projects that they did with them. And oh, look at this deep indigo here. More skiing people. And finishing up with just a little bit of evergreen here, okay? So I'm going to share my screen with you, and we are going to take a peek at the Moda catalog for this winter release that we had looked at back in December. Oh my goodness. So yes, we ordered this stuff way back in December. And let's share a screen here. I have us right on the page. I'll turn it on. Okay, so you can see here that we have some great inspiration here. And these inspirations aren't specifically Christmas at all. So I can't wait to see what the fun things that we do with this line are. And in case if you were curious, we are on page 100 and 101 of that fabric collection, okay? So here you can see all the beautiful fabrics, the Winter Glow. It's a collaborative collection from all of the designers, and it works very well with speckled and solids and all sorts of great stuff. And then here are some great for purchase patterns, just some ideas of how you might use it. I think it's very interesting how you can use it. Now, you know, Ruby Starr, a lot of their things go together across collections. And so I don't know if you saw on our social media, but last week I posted a photo because we recolorized our wall. It is just so dreamy. So this collection isn't in the colorized wall. It's still left separate while it's brand new. And just a reminder how all this stuff goes together. So this particular panel here, and yes, we do have a few of these panels left. It's that panel for a purpose that has really, really, really great motifs here that you can use as focus pieces in your projects. And Frank, let's just take a peek overhead at this just to show you how everything just really goes together. So, and these are very different collections, but it's Ruby Starr and it coordinates incredibly well. So I just wanted to share that with you. And I think I have a link here for that panel in case if you had still needed to pick one up. And you can also just call us or comment or such. We'd be more than happy to hook you up. So it's a 36 by 45, so it's a full yard in its repeat. Next up, we have, oh my goodness, this line I know so many of you have been waiting for. It's so awesome. It is created by a local designer, Lisa Von Jean of Primitive Gatherings, and we have Joyful Gatherings. It just came today. So it came, oh goodness, Frank, did it come like at 3:30 or something today? Something like that. And Heidi and Lisa went ahead and they chopped up bundles to make sure that we could get it online for you and get the bundles put together. So let's take a peek at what that bundle looks like. Oh, it's so exciting. So we also are getting in Lisa's latest book for Joyful Gatherings that has 6 amazing quilts that we'll take a peek at. Actually, I'm going to share that with you right now because it's going to take me just a second to pull that fabric out. So we'll take a peek here at the projects. Doesn't that sound like fun? All right, so we're going to share the screen. Once again, this is in the same book that I just talked about, where we talked about the Ruby Starr fabrics. And so this one here, this is on page 24, I believe. So there are 6 amazing patterns in the book. We will have the book in stock probably next week. I do know that because she is local, a lot of you may have scooped it up direct from her, but if you haven't, please know you can get it from us. All right, so let's take a peek overhead at the fabrics that we have available. So there are 40 fabrics in this collection. Oh my goodness. So a lot of times we've been seeing that these fabric lines have been dwindling down, but we have, so let me see, I don't know even know if I'm going to be able to get them all in the camera area here. So there are 20 that are more green and 20 that are more red. But you can see there's a lot of really great backgrounds. And honestly, I don't think any of these speak Christmas. So when we were ordering it, Lisa was super excited because our Lisa, I'm sure Lisa Von Jean was excited too, but our Lisa was super excited because she said, you know, we haven't had these shirtings in stock for a little bit. And so these are really nice shirtings that can go with all of your various projects. And I'm just going to layer the darker pieces on top. So these are just great. Once again, don't have to be Christmas at all. I could even see using these reds just to do a red and white quilt. You could do the reds with a chocolate brown to do a cherries and chocolate quilt. This green here, it's kind of, what's that antique-y dead green? It works super well with cheddar. See, we got your cheddar in, Frank. And then we're going to sneak a few more of these greens in here. So these are just great. And once again, I'm not seeing if you're commenting along the way, but I'll make sure to check Facebook to see if you have any questions on any of those. So let me get you the link for this collection that is on the site. And we do have fat quarter and half yard bundles. If you had needed us to cut you yard bundles or any other size, let us know. The fat quarter tower of the whole collection, which is 40 SKUs, is $130. The half yard tower would be $260. We have the jelly rolls and charm packs and layer cakes for it as well. And then the Joyful Gatherings book will be in next week. Super, super fun. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So lots of great fabric, as I said, coming in to be able to work on all sorts of great projects. The next thing I want to show you is not necessarily a collection per se, but I was realizing as we were going through the store today and I was prepping for the show, is that there's things and segments of stuff that I haven't been showing you because they just kind of have been sneaking in. And, you know, then we have people coming into the store and saying, "Ooh, when did you get that?" And then I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you." So I thought that we should take a minute to look at some of these things that aren't necessarily super sexy, but that are really fun and exciting. So we've gotten in a large selection of Essex yarn dyes and Essex and the other wovens from Moda and Free Spirit and such. We just got in 3 Essex yarn dyes today, and that's the ones I'm going to focus on. But we are putting together a collection on the website where you'd be able to look at all of them, and we'll be able to have that sectioned as a bag making section on the website. There's so many of you that are super excited that we have in some other project type things, and while we've been throwing it on the website, they maybe haven't been organized in a way that have been really easy to find and navigate through. So I want to make sure that we can upgrade that experience for you. All right, so let me switch over here. We have our new Essex yarn dyes, and on the front page of the website, we have that section called, I just called it Essex yarn dye, or Essex, I think the collection is called Essex. So you're going to see some Essex and some yarn dyes in there, but I put the 3 new ones at the top. So they are new colors and they are oh so trendy. So Frank, let's look overhead at these. So we have coral, and then we have hydrangea, and then we have mauve. Oh, the mauve makes me think about the Ghastlies. These would go spectacularly well with the Ghastlies. So the texture on here is making the camera go a little crazy. And Frank, let's look ahead. So and look, I matched I'm so on trend with my shirt, like the only shirt that I wear during the videos, but I am so on trend because it goes with all the new exciting fabrics. So this mauve here it's woven, and so it doesn't really have a right or wrong side. I mean, if you were a true seamstress, you would probably tell me there's a right and wrong side to this. But you have 2 different yarns that are in here, as well as there are some slubs on here, so it has a really nice texture to it. Can work in quilts, can work in bags, can work in garments, lots and lots of fun, and it goes really, really well with a lot of the new style of with the contemporary on-trend fabrics. So super cool. And I was just reaching for a piece of fabric here to show you. I mean, even if we go back to our panel that I was sharing with you, Frank, let's just take a peek overhead here and just see how nicely they complement these, even though so it's not shimmery, it just doesn't like it on screen. Oh no. All right. We won't torture your eyes with that. So that is the Essex. You'll want to check out that whole section on the website. And as I said, we'll be enhancing the experience of other substrates as well as the tools that can go with them if you are into bag making. We have gotten in a whole bunch of really amazing new stuff. So I'm calling it new stuff. One of the things when we're showing you these shows that actually came quite to light last week when I realized I was showing you all sorts of really cool stuff, but I didn't have links back to anything to show it to you. And that is horrible. So I decided to create a new collection called New Stuff, where I have notions and gadgets and patterns that I'm showing you in the show that are brand new and all organized and in a little icon on that top area of our website where you're looking to check out all our new arrivals, because that just makes sense that the new stuff would be in with our new fabric arrivals as well. So one of the things I teased you with last week was this really cool magenta ergo cutter, and we have that in our new stuff. Ooh, yes, our new stuff. And once again, it's on the front page of our website, but you can also get to the new stuff from the link that I'm sharing. And we did a drawing, or I was challenging you to like, comment, and share our video last week so that you could be entered into a drawing to win this cutter. And so, there were 80 some likes. We had a ton of comments, and then we had 15 shares. So that was super awesome. So whether you were watching on YouTube or Facebook, we made sure to get you covered. And so I want you to hold your fingers and toes right now, because we are going to pull for a winner for the really cool cutter. And of course, they are now in stock, in store, and on the website. And it's such a fun color, and it goes with the brand new Tula Pink Nightshade. All right, are you thinking lucky? I'm thinking lucky. All right. All right, and congratulations, Deb Kroger. You are the winner of this cutter. So we will contact you, and hopefully you are able to come in to claim your prize. Yay, Deb. Okay, so now the other part of our new stuff that I want to share with you is the Elemental Coat. So the Elemental Coat is designed by Teresa Coates for Crinkle Dream Design, or Crinkle Dreams, and she has been sharing this pattern on social media for some time, and she had shared with us a digital pattern. And you know, digital patterns are great, but we like the physical stuff, don't we? And so it took her a little bit to find just the right printer to be able to do this. And she got some really nice paper here. So it is multi-sized with multi-options. And so full-size patterns, okay, full-size patterns with your notches and your dots to line things up. Just really, really, really well done along the way. So I am super excited that we are finally able to say we have this pattern in stock. It has sized A through E, which she has from a 4 to 6 all the way up to a 2022. And she is well aware of our quilty industry here. So it's very nicely sized for real women, which we like. And she has some options to add a hood, to have it cropped length, to have it hip length, full length. She shows you in her inspiration how to cut up a quilt and use it. You can use some of the really awesome Essex linen that I just shared with you. You could use all sorts of really fun stuff. You can even use Cuddle Luxe. So lots and lots and lots of great options. This is a $24 pattern. You get essentially 3 different coats, but you have all sorts of different variations. So I don't know with the permutations what you could all do. I'm sure you could also do it sleeveless as a tunic, which could be super fun. So I can't wait to play with this. Super excited. And we have it in store, and it is in the new stuff part of our website. All right. Okay. So we also have in our new stuff, I wanted to share with you actually a couple different places where you could pick up our pouch patterns, because our pouch patterns hadn't been anywhere on the website. Oh, so we'll talk about the pouches in just a minute, but the pouches are also in the new stuff section. And it's not new, but it wasn't on the website. I don't know how that's possible, but our capsules of neon thread from Tula Pink. So these are the neons, and we finally had gotten in the 3 large spools of just the neons. We still have a few of the beautiful collections of small spools that have the great art on it, but these were not on the website, and they are now. Yay! Okay. Frank can't believe it wasn't on the website either. He's sitting there shaking his head saying, oh my goodness, what are we to do? So that is the fun new stuff. Speaking of new and going from that Tula thread, we got in something else exciting today. Our Everglow is back in stock. So all of those great neon animals back in stock. So we have the lions. And should we just look overhead, Frank? We have the lions in both colors. And I don't know, once again, this is going to make the camera go crazy, but even these linens go super great with that. Okay, then we have the hippos, and we got in 3 bolts of each of these. So we hope they last us a little bit, but we don't anticipate that they'll last us forever. So if you were waiting on this yardage, scoop it up, because it's not going to last long. Okay, so we have the giraffes, and if we look at this purple, it works with the hydrangea. Really cool. And then we have the elephants. Super cool, super great to be able to work on all those great projects. All right, so these are the neons back in stock on the website. And the collection looks like it's only the thread collection. Somehow it got named weird, but that has all of the Everglow things. And I did put it back in the new arrival section just because it technically is a new arrival, even though it's not new as in the first time ever. But I'm super excited that we were able to restock it. It's not going to be printed again. They printed it to order. We got our full order. Super excited, but you'll want to grab it while it lasts. I was really surprised. I mean, of course it's great, but I was really surprised how quickly we sold through our first batch. And we typically don't reorder as heavy as what we ordered this, but it's just really super popular. So that's exciting. We're going to talk just a little about our pouch of the month. And I also have a new collection called Pouch of the Month that will be, right now it just has the patterns in it, but I'll also be adding in any special materials we were using. So once again, if you're playing along, you'll be able to do that. We have other pouches on order that we've that are going to be future pouches, because I think Moda's going to be running it a little bit different. But we currently do have our Candy Cutie and our sunflower pouch patterns in stock. This one used the Soft and Stable. This one used SF101, which I said you could also substitute the T-shirt project interfacing for. So the next ones are, I think, the autumn something. I'll have to check, but we do have those coming back in, so you don't have to worry. If you had wanted to be on the list because we didn't know that you wanted one, just let us know so that we can call you and hold one for you as soon as it comes in. We'll let you know. But those have been a lot of fun. We've really had a lot of fun. And then if you hadn't watched last week, I did share that Jackie had made up several different variations of that sunflower pouch. Super fun to go together. And I don't know if I shared with you, but I actually had attempted to record me making this, and then I was going to have a super fun little video of it, like speeding through, of how the whole process only took, like, 20 seconds. But somehow it didn't record. Wah, wah, wah. So anyhow, I'll have to do that with the next one. I wasn't going to make it again just to record a video that I condensed. I know. Can you believe it? So other fun stuff that we've been working on that we're going to talk about again. We are reintroducing Glimmer and Gleam. So how many of you are making Glimmer and Gleam? I can totally see you raise your hands. I really can't, but pretend I can see you. Oh yes, there and there. So if you haven't started making Glimmer and Gleam, know that you can. We are going to be formally relaunching the whole thing. It had been introduced by Sarah J., who's an amazing designer, when she had worked with Moda, and she's no longer with Moda, so they aren't going to be finishing up the blog series. But we've been having lots of fun with this. We finally got all the grunge back in so that we can be making more kits for you, and we already have the steps 1 through 7 that I'm not going to be showing you. So what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be just writing up our own little blog series along the way with little snippets so that we have things that can go like forever. It's super fun because this particular pattern is written using grunge, so it kind of lives for a while. I just love that, that whether you're starting now or later, and even if you didn't use grunge, if you wanted to use other tonal fabric, that would work super well as well. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Glimmer and Gleam is this pattern right here. It is a $15 pattern, and let me grab this link. Did I share it with you already? I did not. Here it is. Okay, so this pattern here, it finishes an ample 84 by 96, and it has a checkerboard border around it. You could add more borders to make it larger. It's fun because it is a sampler, but it's an irregular grid. Okay, so you got to be precise for everything to line up. But I really love when you're working on basic shapes, but when you're assembling it so that it looks crazy hard, but it's really not. So it's always cool when it looks harder than it really is. So for month 7 here, I'm just going to show you month 7, and then we'll whip through sharing a couple elements here. So every month you're working on, or every time you're working on the same shape done in different scales. So the largest here, oh, we're overhead. Okay, so we have, I don't know if we can see the whole thing here. So this is the largest size where we have a checkerboard inside, and then we have the star points. Star points are done as flying geese in green and in red orange. And we also are playing with it at a smaller scale. Okay, same concept, smaller scale. And then we just have some other filler checkerboard pieces to put together. Really nice, really easy. So I can't give you the actual cutting instructions on it, but you can see this is basic piecing. So if you haven't done any of this yet and you think this is interesting, you absolutely can hop in and let us know. So we are going to be just generically cutting more kits, but if you were interested specifically in a kit, please let us know so we can gauge how many we need to be cutting. So I just want to share with you the really, really simple construction that we work on with this. So with the half square triangles and the flying geese, so the half square triangles are made 2 at a time using squares. The one thing that we did do is that we always were scaling it up. So rather than cutting to the 7/8 square, we moved it up to 5, or we moved it up to the inch so that we could trim it down. If you cut according to the pattern, which is to the 7/8, or any other pattern that you have to the 7/8, there is no square up room. So a lot of today's patterns are written with to the inch so that you can square it up just a smidge. If that doesn't make sense, when you come in, we'd be more than happy to explain it further to you. So let's look overhead and take a peek at, if I'm going to be using the method of making half square triangles from squares, I love using a quick quarter ruler, and I always talk about it, but sometimes I don't show it to you. So we have it available in 2 different sizes, the 8 and the 12. These are manufactured right here in Wisconsin, which is super amazing. I also am completely in love with my Soline ceramic lead pencils, and we have them available in a variety of colors. There are also 2 different types of packaging, but it's the exact same pencil. It just depends on when and where they were packaged. If I need to mark on dark fabric, I love, love, love my Clover white marking pen, which is kind of like a chalk, and that one does iron away. These don't iron away, but they sit on top of the fabric, and you can remove them with an eraser or by dabbing them with a damp cloth. So with our half square triangles, you start with 2 squares. You're going to layer your right sides together. You're going to use your quick quarter ruler. If you can only get one, I'd get the 8, but if you can get both, grab both. But if you can only get one, get the 8. So we're going to line it up down the center, and then we're going to use our pen to mark along the side. I prefer to mark along the side and stitch along the side, or a stitch on the line, rather than trying to mark down the center and use my foot to go on either side. So we have stitched them, stitched 2 seams, and then we're going to cut it apart. So we get 2 half square triangles, and then we square it up. Voila. When we make half square triangles flying geese in this particular pattern, we start with background rectangles, and then we use squares for our corners. We're going to use our quick quarter ruler, but we're going to use the center of it so that we stitch the diagonal line down the center. If you are super ambitious and you want to sew a half inch away, you can have a bonus little triangle. But if you're like me, you're just going to cut it off and have waste with the other section. You flip it up and you repeat on the other side. Cut that away, and then you have your perfect flying goose. So super, super simple. Just wanted to share with you that nothing hard at all in this pattern, okay? Nothing hard at all in this pattern. You have half square triangles, flying geese, and then you have some checkerboards that you're making. Super easy. So that's a great way to be able to play with different scales and an irregular grid to get a very interesting looking quilt. And we'll have to grab pictures to share with you of the different Glimmer and Gleam patterns or quilts that have been finished by some of you, because some of you have done it where you are just using your favorite line of fabric and it's not rainbow at all, and it's super fun and super amazing. It's a great pattern, so I hope you enjoy it. All right, so that was our Glimmer and Gleam. Next week, we'll be talking about our Zootropolis. I think we have a couple animals coming next week. And then we'll also be talking temperature quilt next week. So that will be a lot of fun. And of course, we'll have lots and lots and lots of fabric. We still have a couple tickets left for the bus trip that we are going to be hosting or participating in. We're going to be going to 4 different shops. So we're going to meet up at the Watertown Plank Park and Ride. All the details are on the website. And we're going to be going to the Stitchery, Quiltageous, the Quilt Shop of Two Rivers, and the Sewing Basket. The tickets are $75. You will be getting a swag bag. You'll be getting a lunch at one of the shops, snacks along the way. Oh goodness, lots of fun. And there might be a prize or two. I don't know. I'm just guessing. So that will be a lot of fun. And then, what else do we have? Oh, Frank wanted me to tell you something really exciting. Really super exciting. Tomorrow and Saturday, we are having a flash in-store event. We haven't had a create your own 25% off coupon event since 2019. What? So, you lucky locals, Friday and Saturday, in store, regular business hours, you are able to get one regularly priced item each day, so you can come in back twice each day for regular priced in-stock items that are not special orders, okay? So if we have something that we've been holding for you that's a special order, wah, 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 that wouldn't be included. But we have a lot of really great things and one amazing item. So who knows what you might want to pick up. But we have some really great things for you. And as we're closing out our anniversary month, we thought it'd be fun to have just a fun little thing for you. So we hope to see you on Friday and or Saturday. All right, so lots and lots and lots of fun stuff. Frank, do you think I covered it all? Frank thinks I got it all today. I told you about the bus. I told you about our fabrics that just came in. Glimmer and Gleam. We have Everglow back in. Oh my goodness. So lots of really amazing things going on this summer. Oh, I didn't tell you. I'm going to be talking at the State Fair on Sunday, August 6th. So I'll be doing a separate post about that. But if you happen to be at the fair and you wanted to come and check it out, I'm going to be giving a presentation in the Grand Champions Hall. So that's by the quilts and by the beautiful flowers. It's going to be the same talk at 5 or at 6, so you don't have to stay for both 2 hours, but we'll have a lot of fun. We'll be talking 12-pack quilts and any other questions and answers that, or questions that people may have in the audience. So I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in tonight. As always, we have lots and lots of fun with you. We're going to be coming at you live next week as well. Well, every Thursday night. If you ever miss one of our episodes, please make sure to go back to our YouTube channel where you can catch all of the fun stuff. We are in store Tuesday through Saturday. We'd love to see you. Happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.